Hi, good morning everyone. I hope you're okay. It's Sue Parker here from Elite Digital Space, Empowered Leaders in Tech, or my Elite Career podcast. Just wanted to share with you something that I think we all feel at the end of some days, and that is that guilt, isn't it? That we've wasted our time. We haven't spent it as meticulously doing the really productive tasks that we were hoping. And it's not always our fault, because I talk so much about having this framework, this supportive framework around you, and how that helps to drive your growth, but also drive your success. So how many of us, got up this morning, and before we knew it, we had these great intentions, and somebody interrupted your flow, your thought process. Maybe it was to ask if you wanted a coffee in the morning, or to ask for a biscuit. I get the kids coming in, and the first thing that comes out of their mouths is, can we have a biscuit? We're hungry. And perhaps you're then thinking, well, I've got to go do this job. So you go into the kitchen, you start to make a drink, you're getting everybody's breakfast things ready, you're having a glass of water, you're doing that rehydration thing. And then immediately you're looking around the room and you're counting up all the tasks you've got to do. The preparations for lunch, for breakfast, the washing that's on the side, the dishwasher. And I was emptying that this morning thinking, is this a productive use of my morning time? And all these things come in and kind of sideswipe us, don't they? And we can't help it. And then we get into the office, or perhaps you're working from home. You open your laptop, and what's the first thing you do? In fact, you've probably already done this before then. You've got your phone out and you've probably been checking emails or text messages. Or maybe these are your personal ones, isn't it? So how many different contact methods are you using? How many different tools? You've got WhatsApp. I'm guessing you've got parent mail. If you're a parent, you've got perhaps Facebook Messenger. Maybe you've got Viber on there, because some people still use Viber. You've perhaps got Facebook notifications. You've got LinkedIn notifications. You've got your personal email. And before you know it, you've probably got sucked into one or two of those social media channels, and you're responding to something that's on somebody else's agenda. That's somebody else's to-do list. So somebody's emailed you and asked you to book something in. Maybe it's an invoice you've got to pay for after school club or something. And immediately you're engrossed in things on a new to-do list, a new set of priorities and things to do. If you think about it, how many different things have come in and sideswiped you right in the middle of when you're trying to plan for all the things you promised yourself you'd do yesterday, because yesterday you felt guilty that you didn't get to them. And already you're bombarded with a personal email about something. Somebody, hi, back again, slight interruption there. We've chosen the worst time of day to do this recording because it's first thing in the morning and the sun is really high and beaming down through that sunlight. So, but this is my spot. This is where I like to sit. So it's comfortable. The lighting's okay. You just might get the odd flash of something across my face. It's irrelevant. You're not looking at me anyway, you're listening. Right, what's the things you're on your phone. So already you have all of these different communication mediums coming to you and demanding your time. And it's overwhelming, isn't it? Already in your mind is going, okay, I've got to process this, and I've got to mentally add this to my to-do list. And there's a temptation, isn't there, to do quick wins, to fire something off straight away. And there's that element of, if you leave things, I am terrible for this. I will leave a WhatsApp message, I'll read something, and then I'll have to come back to it and forget. And that person thinks, it'll take ages to respond to me, Sue. So apologies to my colleagues and friends out there who are always waiting for messages back from me. But your emails can definitely wait. That is somebody else's agenda. And if we were to use the eat your frog metaphor completely, we would say, actually, don't touch it until you've got time to deal with it. So if you're going to enter your email, make sure you've designated that period of time to responding to it and touching it just the once. You only want to touch a task one time and you want to get it done. And then we go back to opening your laptop. You're about to start work. And what is the first thing you're clicking on? You've got Teams open, Outlook pops up. You've then already got emails filtering through from the night before, or people that were up earlier in the morning. Are they urgent? Ask yourself now, are they urgent? What is the one thing that I said I would sit down at this laptop and I would tackle first? What is the one big thing that I need to achieve for my career, that they're waiting and counting on me for my business? What is the number one thing? And should I be touching any of this other stuff until I've done it? Now, I talk a lot about the importance of having the 3D framework around you whenever you're doing something on a success path or a growth path. And this is having the support, the mindset, and the direction and clarity. When you've got those three components working together, let me give you an example of how this really works. So let's say you need to deliver a fantastic presentation that morning. So what you need is, from support mechanism, you need minimal interruptions. You need your environment set up so that you've got the presentation available, you've got all the technology you need, it's working, your camera's working, your mic's working, especially if you're doing it remote like now. And you have the support from your colleagues that they are going to show up and they are going to listen. The support mechanism there, that might be somebody reviewing your presentation ahead of it. So once you've got that support around you, I've not got any interruptions, my kid's not going to come in and ask me for a snack in a minute, all of those things are working really fine. Then what else do I need? I need the mindset that says I'm going to wake up this morning, and regardless of how well I slept last night, regardless of the emails I've had this morning or the things that have bombarded me on my phone, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm going to block that out, because this morning I'm going to take the positive, optimistic mindset that I've come here to deliver this presentation, and I'm going to show up confident, bold, shoulders back, smile on my face, ready to greet everybody. And I want this to be a pleasant and enjoyable experience for me and for you. And we have specific outputs we want to get from this presentation. So what is it that you need to tackle in your mindset to show up confidently, proudly, and ready to do the day well? And then the direction, the clarity, knowing what it is you're doing, you're delivering. Have you focused on it? Did you think about it yesterday before you finished for the day? Did you hone in on what is your number 1, 2, or 3 thing that you must do in the morning? And get your head in gear, because you'll go to bed and that will be cementing itself inside your brain. That will be a focal point. You will be maturing in it, if you like, a bit like a wine, I suppose. You're kind of like aging in your brain. Rather than it being fresh, new, you being unprepared, you reviewed your presentation yesterday, you're happy with it, you know how it flows, you're ready to do it this morning, and you have clarity on what it is you're delivering. You haven't turned up unplanned and unprepared. You are ready to take on this. So that's those 3 dimensions in one scenario. You're giving a presentation. You can apply those 3 dimensions in loads of different situations. If you're about to go for an interview, manage your support. Practice your interview questions. Talk to somebody. Maybe it's about managing interruptions, turning your phone on silent and asking people, please don't come through the door between 9 and 11 tomorrow. I have an interview and somebody might disturb me. Perhaps it's about having your mindset in the right place. The mindset that says, I can do this job. I know I can do this job. And giving yourself a really good pep talk in the morning, looking through your CV, feeling really good and proud about your achievements. Perhaps it's about having that clarity about why you want to do the job. Maybe reviewing the job spec and reminding yourself, yes, this is the role that I'm applying for, and this is why I want this role, so that you can feel confident and you can put that across in your interview. So whatever it is, try and think about setting yourself up for the day so that you have that framework supporting the success of what it is you're about to tackle on this very big, important day. But remember, today's one day and you can do better today. And if you're not happy and you get to the end of it and you feel disappointed with yourself, give yourself a break, because you can try again tomorrow, and every day you can get better. You can practice more. You can try harder. You can try a new technique. You can learn and grow even more. I hope that this really helps you to tackle some of your really challenging tasks, to get really focused and understand where the 3 elements can really support you in growing and achieving those goals. Take care and have a fantastic week. I can't wait to hear from you about how you are starting to manage the framework around you. Take care, folks. Speak to you soon. Bye.